leadership roles over the last two periods after factoring in one person. Yeah, when it's working out like that, you start to realize this is definitely not a one-off. It's been happening a lot over the past few weeks. I think the team's playing better than they did under Derek Lalonde. They're watchable to some capacity. Maybe spare the few minutes in that period where they let in 4 goals. But ultimately, the Wings have the talent. We know they can be better than what they have shown. It's just ultimately a question as to how to dig that out of them. Off-season conditioning can be helpful, especially when it comes to a coach learning what his team is capable of and understanding what each of his guys needs to work on individually, giving those assignments and expecting those to be fulfilled over the summer. Who knows if the Wings are going to explode right out the gate in the 25-26 season, if they can become a lot better team next year, and whether or not 4 years worth of coaching on the top of Cleveland is good enough to fix that. We always said, right? If the Wings just fired Derek Lalonde earlier, they probably would have had a much better opportunity at doing what it is they need to do to stay competitive and beat that team. But ultimately, I digress. We get into this video off here, but the rest of the article that Detroit Hockey News talks about the playoff focus, it talks about the stats and the numbers and all the teams around Detroit that are going up and with that wild card. It's a 3-0 win at home. We've shown we can do it, we just have to do it a lot more. They're a younger team, right? Especially under Todd McLellan. You could say that the average age of the team definitely isn't like young. Larkin's not too young, Tarasenko's not young, Kane's not young, Petry's not young, but they're a team that is in the process of growing together and getting better and just kind of evolving. So maybe this season and the way things have gone the past few weeks is a reminder that things still need to improve and the journey is not over yet. Thoughts in the comment section below about the Red Wings and Dylan Larkin's alarming confession as talked about by the article's title. I hope you enjoyed this visual 9 and 5. So, we've got a bunch of stuff to talk about with the Detroit Red Wings. 2 guys are coming up. Another guy gets signed out of nowhere to a brand new Red Wing. And 2 other guys are going to be out for a little bit. So, there's a lot to dive into here in this video. Of course, this is building off of the alarming Larkin confession video earlier in today's show. This is actual new stuff. So, this show is brought to you by ExpressVPN. Go ahead and check out that first link in the description to save some money in your VPN, get some free months, and support this YouTube channel in the process. Let's take a look at this update from earlier in the morning. The Red Wings have recalled Austin Watson and Brogan Rafferty from the AHL's Grand Rapids Griffins under emergency conditions. And right away, there are some folks going out there and saying it should have been Wallander and Danielson. No, it shouldn't have been. It should have been Tuomisto and Bouillon. They've been better this season. And Danielson's a center. Why? Just because they're the shiny toy? Mostly because they aren't as old as the dirt we walk on. Have a little life in their legs. They have a chance to inject some life into the team while also seeing if things are recalled. It's because, hey, per coach Todd McLellan, Erik Gustafsson will be out long-term, and Elmer Soderblom is still day-to-day. He will be coming on the trip. So it makes sense to dive into why the Wings are calling up Watson and Rafferty. These guys are the in-the-now roster replacements. Watson is a bigger, more physical guy. Rafferty is a right-handed defenseman. And it's kind of interesting because I can understand the philosophy of wanting to take other guys, younger players, instead. But if you take a look at Austin Watson, I mean, he was decently productive this season. 37 points in 56 games played, with 2 regular games as a member of the Detroit Red Wings. You also have Brogan Rafferty, who has always been a pretty solid defensive option for points. And I only say that because he just really productive and putting on better for you guys. And this year, is the reason he's not been as good. 19 points in 50 games this season for the one-time super dynamic offensive defenseman. Robert is 29, Austin Watson is 33. So I can understand the philosophy of wanting to get guys on younger, but just the Wings are just looking for right now roster replacements. They want players to be able to step in, know the play, use them, and just be able to know they're going to be good enough to tango. I guess Watson and Rafferty are still good enough. It's not like the Wings are going to make the playoffs this season, right? As they go to, as if their odds still don't have them as a potential threat. I mean, it's really low. So I can understand that they're going with the more quote-unquote safe options instead of taking younger guys like Verlander or Danielson, who just might not be ready right now, but who could maybe deserve a cup of coffee towards the end of the year. Who really knows? For now, though, it's Rafferty and it's Austin Watson. Let's talk about the other guy that is relevant in today's Red Wings conversation. It is none other than Edwards Traumax, as he's been signed by the Wings to a one-year, two-way contract beginning in 2025-2026. Take a look at Traumax here. This is a player who has actually spent time in North America in previous years. He's 28 years old, 6'4", 209, a left-handed winger center, big dude, and he was an undrafted free agent. Traumax did spend some time in the USHL, developing over there. He was also playing for the University of Maine Black Bears, where in his junior season he had 30 points in 34 games played. He was born in Latvia.
What's up, guys? Right in the here, so welcome back to the channel. In today's video, guys, how you doing, guys? How's it getting for you? What's had a dagger or Mary Razor? One of the shortest little weapons in Skyrim, but has the potential to instantly kill almost anything in the game, like a dragon, giant, or the warrior. It is, of course, a dangerous artifact that needs the ability to walk as a decent or trophy. And if you guys want to get all the other saving artifacts, make sure that you check out my full location playlist. Find the link down below in the description, or you can just subscribe to the channel so you can come back here and find them. The members rating and list the several secrets that are scattered across all of the There are two ways to start this quest to get the dagger, guys. The first way is when you reach level 20. You'll be approached by a turret who hands you a letter, and museum access. And in this secret, it says, Sirius Specialist presents the Museum of the Pacific Book, a history of the culture of the century dynasty. Inside this very own the great capital of the Pale Yorkshire, 356 of Australia. The second way to start this web guide is just to go straight over to the location that the museum has themselves to go, which is here in Yorkshire, located in the north of Skyrim, here on map. But you still need to be level 20 to start this quest, guys. And if you're not level 20 yet, don't worry, just follow one of my leveling guides down below in the description. It doesn't take you long until you reach level 20. And once you run alongside of out of the pretty spot, it's the one at the end, opposite the road with the doors, red flag. So you can see it standing outside there, and it's going to run over there, it's going to speak to them now.
Sisters was what is I think so Silas.
Who is Silas? What is this museum?
Silas comes from one of the oldest families in Afghanistan. They have a couple of buildings. Several of his ancestors belong to the Mixed Dogs, the cult that almost destroyed Chino. His family's involved in this was only found out well after the crisis had died down. But it's still ruined their reputation. They were And now, outside the shack, and it's in the fields, the little dog is just waiting for him to the fields, sad with pride. And it's the small.
So what's the big deal? What's
They went for the best. Very good. And what they know is that they almost destroyed the world. And they were stopped.
I don't know. Maybe played a little bit human character day off, but you have to speak there.
See the people, there was speech minutes.
And we see how many of them the cabbages hung here and outside were found in hideouts. A human symbol of the doomsday dog, the picture of the danger of the village dog. The commentaries on the mysterious dog were written by the village dog co-leader, Vancover. He promised a paradise awaits his followers when they die, that they would be reborn by their doomsday gods. That burned paper is all that remains of the fabled mysterious doctrines, the blasphemous spoken by their doomsday gods. It's said that Vancover released the book over the portals of paradise, where all his followers would live forever. It's the key word to become a nuclear, or to have it. So that's all about it. I really experience this. I didn't get I don't give a shit about that. Getting to this part of the language of a big God. What is it to stand there with space? They are in general. This is great presence in a place which has been lost forever. So that was almost 150 years ago. And the pieces are something by the descendants of that group. In Scotland. So you want to get these fragments. There's two of them. One was a Dracula, my favorite who was, and the third was the middle. And only the I'll gladly pay you for making a piece of anything you can. You know what you can. Okay, so you can ask him about it, make him out of the radio. If you're not interested in back for it, then you get half this conversation. So I will spend more about the radio than it's always focused on anything to do. It's kind of really business. And I do it for fun of it. Different practice. And then it's really good to know that the rest of the dog is a song. How do you experience really this in the world of my and this, so I have a Joe's restriction. It's the secret of my family that once I was a different dog. One of my forefathers was a what's happening here. And it's gone off because he didn't do this. And they quit. He could afford to do this. So I bought it with a particular small band. They were working with the case officers. The village dog still furious in the 7th years. Presumably the heads that connected with the new process when the gates were invaded to the land. All the creators of the element coast are lifted in the nearest day. Excellent. They do save on his defensive slogan, destruction, and autism. Take on John into the second foundation and it opened the things in the Canada. They call it okay, so now we have all that information. We can actually go out and find a fragment of the sky and it just scatters across Skyrim and mentioned in that conversation. So the first one, and we just want to get, is more facts, which is just here on the map, guys. It's very, it's the average distance with the location of the board. It's taking Paris outside of whatever. So once you're running the like, you'll run down through the main town, just outside the city, you get back to the guy with bullshit. It's very, it's more than one piece, it's pieces of the ground, so that's why I think it's going to say. So it's cool. Unless it's not. It's what makes it later. Should have perfectly said otherwise. I perfectly. Yes, I don't. I can't believe it. They just say it's something like there, it's very long. You have to intimidate it, just swing it, or just work it out and steal the dagger around them. We're going to try a piece of weight on stuff. So now we're going to intimidate. Let's take that. And now it's the one next box. So the next place, that's what it place we go right, is direction west for Northbound, all the way to the bottom. So not what this is here. And then over here, we have Detroit Yacht. And at the top, we can find a calculator that means to get the actual radius. The best thing to do is just come to this location. It's climb up the mountain on the side here. And you can literally just walk across to this area. So as you can see, guys, now the location, and that's the bridge over there. And like this walk up this mountain, it's very scary. And we're going to continue to cross here. I don't think we're going the fastest way of getting this crazy, guys. You can go through this actually with a consistent spell. And if you got a thing to do for the location in this next video, just check out the link in the description below. We're a full guide as well. Very popular along the rock at the edge here. And still be able to follow along right to the end. And guys, if you haven't already, please make sure to smash that subscribe button. Because I'm a big fan of this channel and the rules I want to fix. And we can go up the stairs, and we're right next to the top area now. We've just got to go in this last room. And we literally skip half the dungeon. Let's head up the stairs. There are the steps. I don't think it's necessary just to just go to the diagonal side, kind of like do a little damage so I want to do it. Then we come up this spiral staircase anyway, you can dive through the bottom right. Then I'm going to go round into the top here and decide to leave for them actually. Should be an improvement here. And I'm going to open that gate first. But there is actually a really good book in the gate. I recommend reading that book. It's quite an interesting one. It's a little bit like, if you've ever played Oblivion, it's like the Dark Brotherhood mission where you have to kill everyone when you're locked in a house at a party. So we're just going to continue on up these stairs now, get out at the very top of this sort of area. Area. So let's go there, and we should be able to find a hag raven. Here she is. This is the hag raven. Her name is Jarissa. She's pretty damn angry and ugly, so I'm just gonna absolutely wreck her, slap her around the face. I bet she'll never been slapped around the face in a million years. I think she needed it doing to her. And she has the full stone on Mary's ring. And then we're doing it to and also guys who come to around this down line your name as well. Experience this pay starting to get down and operating this character. And also involved that there's and you around this. So now guys, we're going to go directly southeast of getting Pokemon. All the way from Australia to get Atlantic, it's literally the spring corner of the sky. And if you come over to the ground, this is where you're going to find a large box of the agate. So there guys, quite a small location. So what you can do is just run through it. It's and I'm just going to want to find my way to the top of this area. It's pretty big. There are just some little bandits in here. The only one you're going to have difficulty with is bandit sheep that you'll find in this room just here. Hello there. You can also put it down over it in the ready and block $200 $12. But the most important thing is the bolts of this location of the bolts there as well. So let's grab that and we can go and see the part of the razor that is in wire. So we're going to come down the stairs and fix the base. There we go. Like a pretty amazing form. It's a good ruptured now. And then there's the other bits, and then there's the next one. And then these pairs of guys, so there's lots of grip lines here. And they're going to set off the load of that. So as you walk along, just activate them so you don't get killed by them. now he's also very hard to run out of stuff. You can also run down the back here. I think get it. And obviously, the good demonstration to just stop it from doing anything again. So once we're outside, we have those typical green features, and now we can go back to the start to the machine, just all still again. So I think you have a really presence. Absolutely. These are not okay now. You get it separately if you like. So making every strong is an effective weapon. And now it doesn't get out. We don't use it to okay, very cold. I'll just take my skin on the big drop. And it's only a few. It's something. And it's $1,200 for everything. So last week it did. You can try to this. This is the house that's been rolled with 7 of your hands. You need to look good. All the things that you need to do in those advantages. It's having a little something. They're the core. That's why it is business. Built to house the reason. And it's the I know how to follow this together. We just need to put the thing on the side and contact the way it's being. It sounds like a terrible idea. You ask the big thing and just repair the thing. It's exciting to do. It's the best thing. And I'm going to get it going cold. And now I know what it is. Don't you see? Fate has led you to me and to the pieces. They don't have to answer our call. We're so close. I'll meet you at the shrine. So now we must join him at the shrine. There you go, sign off. So this is the last part of the quest, and to find this shrine, just go south as well, and you can find the shrine at the top of this mountain just here. And you get off the mountain, because the fight is so big. So you can see at the top of the mountain now, I can actually fast out the location, because it was blocked by the quest marker. So let's just run up here and find the shrine. I'll take the pieces of water and they don't speak to us. We have brought you why didn't you pick it up? Why wouldn't this be? Have critical pieces of fire because wow, they got just got better why the pot or this man has stood there. He helped me find the picture. He deserves to live for me. Daily, I kept his parents honest with me. I am spoken. Any words to the place that I've kept him for his son. So you can either kill him or you can don't kill him. There's another way. It's not like it's still in this place. So you can choose the goal or you choose to kill him. Choose to kill him. If you choose the goal, you can never get the race. And obviously you wouldn't want to kill him. Because if you get it out of the and just try to have a fight. Well, I'm great. I'm glad Bill can come correctly. Oh, Bill is here. Right. I thought you were dying without a fight on this. So, oh my day, get revenge time. It's almost like a chest doctor off the cliff. Oh wow, that's so cool. And you get the stick over it, well, that's pretty cool. It's dripping 40 meters to the mountain side. Let's go and see the stick again. It's just pretty awesome. Well, here we go. I I'm fair to you. Thank you, okay? Okay, three more. You feel it. Oh, it's slow water. House, there's grass. And it explains the dagger to yourself. Then he started to stage for us and get out the weapon now for ourselves. Here we go, I want to deal with that. Wrong.
Something.
I'm here.
You're your test to someone else's time.
Is not. Now this is taxes.
Oh, there you go. Savage. Oh my god, be ahead of the danger. That was sick. And they always have enchanted weapons as well, which is fantastic. Now let's go inside this shrine after you get the key and kill the last danger. Oh, bloody hell, hello. Oh, Vilk has killed him for me. So once again, guys, this...
And to think, man, just months ago, we were chanting this guy's name in the arena. Today, we are talking about the Vancouver Canucks heading into tomorrow's 10 a.m. PST matchup against the New York Rangers. Whose bright idea was it to go out there and start things off at 1 p.m. in the afternoon in the Big Apple? I get that it's an earlier game, almost the post-lunchtime meet-up. You can watch a hockey game, do something else on your Saturday night. That's the setup, right? But come on, it's going to start at 10 a.m. PST. And honestly, I'm not going to be able to, fully commit myself to watching it. I do have some plans in the morning. And of course, we have to run this show where we talk about other teams as well. Unfortunately, it's not only Vancouver that we cover on this YouTube channel. Thank gosh, I wouldn't be able to survive if it was just a Canucks channel. But still, tomorrow the Canucks play off against the New York Rangers. As we have been speaking about the past few days, the games are getting really important now. The game against Calgary was super important. The Canucks won that in overtime. The game against St. Louis, even more important, but they lost in overtime. Just for your understanding here, the Vancouver Canucks, if they beat the New York Rangers in regulation, their odds go up 9.9%. That's 40.2%.
It's time to...
If the Canucks win in overtime, their odds go up to 80.6%, but then still it's 38.9% overall chance of making the dance. So Vancouver's at 30-something% right now. They lose this game against New York, things get skewed a lot heavier in their favor. They ultimately cannot afford to lose. The Rangers, same thing. Their playoff odds are a lot worse than Vancouver's in the East right now, but still. Tomorrow's game is going to be a slog after both of these teams holding on to the hope of making the playoffs. But ultimately, I wanted to talk about one guy on the New York Rangers whose presence in Vancouver, against Vancouver, on Vancouver. You once loved him, maybe you still do, who really knows? It's Daisy, everybody. This show is brought to you by ExpressVPN. Go out there and check out that first link in the description to save some money. And your VPN gets some free months to support this YouTube channel in the process. Ian McIntyre's latest article on Sportsnet.ca is an interview with JT Miller. And when you think about IMAC, he is obviously one of the more prestigious and respected journalists in the Vancouver Canucks beat. His written articles are always a treat for all of us to read, so let's go out there and take a look at this new one, shall we? J.T. Miller is the subject of this commentary. For the first time, ever since the trade, Miller has finally made some commentary addressing Vancouver specifically and the Vancouver beat itself. I know his wife had a statement on Instagram, and that was seen by some as a complacent response from the Miller family about their time in Vancouver, but JT didn't say anything himself until now. So let's dive into this article and read what Miller has to say about the team. The article opens up by talking about Miller's accomplishments and how he scored a Gordon's out hat-trick back in October against Calgary, and the fans are chanting his name, etc., etc. Miller says this about the Vancouver Canucks: "They created a lot of special memories for me and my family, especially in the playoffs last year. I have 3 young children, and one of their favorite memories was the fans chanting my name. Probably something I'll never get back. But the Canucks fans' honesty, their passion, I feel like I pride myself on a lot of the same things the fans do. They're obsessed with their hockey there and obsessed with their team, and they're always blunt. Not to like that would be hypocritical." Acton does a great thing here. He goes over the ups and the downs. He says that Miller's appearance in the Rangers jersey based several close friends as the Canucks desperately push for a playoff spot that can save their season will be a stark and sobering proof about how shockingly the winter unfolded in Vancouver. Well, Canucks GM Patrick Alley told reporters after the trade that Miller probably needed a fresh start in where he was in his life and his age, and with his family, and it was the best option for him and the Canucks. "That's fair," Miller said. "Leaving Vancouver, it wasn't really something I ever thought about, but there was a lot that happened. It has been a long year for me personally, away from the game. We just sit back and try to evaluate what it is to me. Remember, we are just playing the game. I understand that it's your job. I don't want to get into too much detail, but yeah, I think it's like start this meeting. I got nothing bad to say about the Canucks or Vancouver as a city. We loved it there. It felt like home. That's all you could ask for. But unfortunately, this is a business. In the business end of things, it was getting difficult." Okay. Difficult. The article then takes an interesting turn. It talks about Jimmy Rutherford's comments on the Daily Mail about Miller and Pedersen, where Rutherford admitted to the media that there's something going on there, it's a problem, and some of these guys might get traded because of it. The whole team is still blown out of proportion. Miller insisted, "I get what Jim Rutherford is doing. I have a ton of respect for him, and I talked with him after that story. I wasn't mad. I understand everybody has a job to do. I believe if me and people were better than we were, obviously this might be different. But it's also not as bad as everybody saw it either. It's just an easy thing for everybody in front of us. There was just a lot of moving parts." And so I guess for the first time since the trade, Miller has addressed the Elias Pedersen story and what happened, what didn't happen, and how everybody responded to it. By our mind, this was the biggest thing of hockey for that December-January period. And, well, I'm going to say selfishly, I got a lot of YouTube videos making videos about that stuff. Here's the conditions. Baby or not, it still was the most talked about phase in the sport of hockey in that time frame. Oh, Vancouver was a playoff team last year. They had a 100-point guy, and now he's struggling. They had another 100-point guy, and he's also struggling. Now they don't get along, and they can't squash this beast that they've gotten, and now one of them might get traded. It was huge. So for Miller to say that the whole thing was blown out of proportion, I mean, if the situation was not as bad internally as us in the media and the fans were led to believe, then they would have had no reason to not perform better than they did. I'll just say that. If the Canucks felt that the Miller-Pedersen situation was a big catalyst as to why the team was performing poorly, which, based off of all accounts, it seems like it was, I mean, they had no choice, right? I guess Miller's right here. If Miller and Petey were both playing better, obviously things might be different. But at the end of the day, he does say it might not have been as bad as everybody thought either. Let's talk about some of the final comments here in the article. Miller talks about his time in New York. Feels like a lot of space in between. Miller, who just turned 32, said of his time between Ranger tours. I feel like I'm such a different player than I was last time I played in New York. I feel like I was in a different stage in my career back then and a little confused. Versus Team USA wasn't really that big of a deal. The guys weren't productive and they had some face-offs. That's pretty much the only highlight that we had. But tomorrow, they're going to get each other, each as the top-line centers of their hockey teams. So Miller against Petey, we'll see what happens.
Previously on Vaccinated with Dustin. What do you guys feel like playing? Well, honestly, it's about time to start on full round table 30. Oh, come on. I don't want to play that back. Wait, it's a thought. Now together. So we're just about to start on not a full round table 30. Ooh, that sounds nice. Can I join? Man, Valentine's Day also goes to you guys. You want to play through the whole season? Sure. That would be epic. Let the little birdie know to get stand quietly to make this happen. All right, boys, here we go. I can't believe we're finally playing this game. I know, right? It's about damn time. Okay, gentlemen, let's take our characters right straight. There, I'm telling you, it's pretty forward. Yeah, I can't hear kind of good athletes. No, it's really shitty and bad as you are. Keep it going, John. You're bigger than me. But I'm only making my character an old college. No problem gets you here, Simmons. I'll be looking at that's a college trip. Okay, I think you're all looking pretty good. Yeah, I'm all done. Are we ready to go? Well, let's do this. Good morning, Tom. You're looking good as together. Not gonna lie. I really like seeing some three-door ball out at the beginning of this game. Yeah, but all we need to see is everything in the field. It would have been cooler if we could have stayed three more fallout and downtown Boston. That's actually real talent. But I think Fallout 4 and 3 dragged on too damn long, you know. I remember we were talking to Obama about this when we first started on using his playing team. That's right. I didn't like how these Vegas still kind of throws the player on their ass. What are you yapping about, Barack? It's better than sitting through 20 minutes of bullshit. On God. Anyway, let's go ahead and assign our special points. All right. What stats did you guys get with the most points in? I went ahead and gave myself 9 until this month. It pretty much helps you reach through the entire game. What is your name, Trump 2024? I got to advertise on that. Of course, Donald, I can't get any what happened? I gave my stats to now. And I gave myself 60. Same here, but I gave myself 60 pounds. Oh, come on. It's breaking the rules. We were supposed to make our characters realistic. I'm going to beat your ass, Donald. God, I was killed to see you guys in a UFC ring. I feel like that was just the way to go. Don't next. Boy, I'm going to be real for a second. I think this baby is too dark to be much. Guys, are we all sharing this thing? Oh, hell no. I don't want sloppy seconds from Donald getting messages from our wife. Keep the truck this down and just go straight. You're on a tag team this late. Quiet before you get it. Come on, guys, John. All right, I'll back down this time. Oh, no, boys, look at the news. They hit nuclear explosions all over America. We better get to the ball. No time to lose. Let's go, go, go. Come on, boys. You gotta hurry. Dude, where's the ball? What do you mean? It's up in the area. I can't find it. What's that going in the back pocket? Right quick. John, where's the last of the lesbians? We don't have time for that. Oh, yeah, they're not letting the ball get grabbing the ball. Oh, crap. No, there's no way to do this, guys. For real. Just got to that, eh? Look, I have to play this game in months. All right, I made it to the platform. Same here. I just hopped on it. Oh, shit. Oh, party. Shut up. That's not funny anymore. Maybe not, but it's real as hell. All right, boys, here we are. Ball 111. Gentlemen, I have a question. Let's get going. I was curious what you guys think of Fallout 4's storyline. A lot of people say it's ass. I think the game is dogwater all the way around. I like this game, but the story's pretty neat, but I think the gameplay makes up for it. Can we please just replay this game together? Shut up, Bill. 224 of this stuff. All right, are we all ready to get executed? I think so. I'm going to look like Austin Powers for the next 200 years.
Joe's gonna get the best sleep of his life.
Pretty much. Even though a 200-year nap does sound kind of fire right about it.
Check it out, boys. Tell on your 8 weeks our wife. Guys, I just had a deep ass thought. Let's hear it, Donald. If I'm Austin Powers, then does that mean Kellogg's bald ass is Dr. Evil? Donald over here, third eye. I know. I'm on something different today.
Okay, let's get out of here.
Finally, this game is waiting for me to get started. Well, hold on there, Donald. I feel like this game's opening was more interesting than Fallout 3. That's not saying a lot. Fallout 3 was garbage. No, it wasn't, Dick Turd.
Yeah, we still get comments about you ranking Fallout 76 above it on the Fallout tier list video.
Are we ever going to get to play 76 together?
I'm not answering that yet.
No, but for real, have you guys thought about what you're going to play once we're done with Fallout 4?
I mean, I'm sure we're going to do Fallout 3, 2, and 1 at some point.
Yeah, I wouldn't hate doing a Skyrim playthrough with you guys someday.
All right, I got my first gun in the Overseer's office.
Same here. I've been using a baton to smack the roaches.
All right, Big Boy acquired.
Let's go. Are you guys ready to enter the Commonwealth?
Let's do this.
Yeah, I'm as ready as I'll ever be.
Boys, look, I found some smarty pants script. That's what's up. This goddamn door is so slow.
Jesus, be patient, Donald.
No, I want to play already. Damn it, you can play.
All right, well, which direction you guys gonna head?
I was going to head towards Gates to help out Howard in the game.
Wait, yo, I'm sure the Brotherhood and
Keep my scrotum down and committing it to the leak and enemy invasion.
I didn't make you do a goddamn thing.
Whatever. I'm gonna go help out President Company. What are you doing, John?
I was thinking about going with the railroad. It's much since I tried it. So what the hell am I supposed to do?
Well, you should do something. You get some piece of the war from it.
That's all.
Quit complaining, Donald. You got arguably the best innings in our last place.
Fine, whatever. I don't even care anymore.
Boys, look, maybe it's sweat.
Obama, put that down.
All right, boys, I'm talking to Cowboys right now.
Same here. We just killed some flies around Sanctuary.
Nice, I just left Sanctuary Island. I still can't believe that you guys are making me do the goddamn Institute ending.
That's too bad, Tom.
You're not my fucking boss, Joe.
No, but I am your president.
Eat my asshole.
What are you doing, John?
I just found a couple cap stashes and a revolver. This could probably get me to Old North Church. One piece. The one piece is real. Shut the hell up, Joe. This is why no one ever wants to play Roblox with you.
Tell that to Bush. He's been grinding Phantom Forces every day.
You honestly still play Phantom Forces in 2024?
You're damn right I do. I'm level 140.
That's not right, Joe.
Neither is the
Boys, I just got offered. That's cool. I might run by the combat zone in a little while and get paid. There you go. I just tried out my new C-70 trade as a first like star.
Oh boy, I can sound the therapy you got under the shade.
Yeah, nice fun, Joe. Okay, I just asked this conversation was on my way to Diamond City right now.
Yeah, we have a lot of water together.
Okay, gentlemen, where are we at?
I arrived at Abernathy Farm a few minutes ago. I'm talking to you.
That's lame. I just spent the night at this local settlement. Little babies, I'm surprised you're up at the side. Okay, are you joking?
Hold on. Most folks would say,
Shut up, Obama. That paper came out of nowhere.
How's it going on yours?
I'm fighting my way through these freedom so I can sit as guardian.
I was going to do the Minuteman, but I was thinking of all of the walking you have to do today.
Yeah, that's valid. I just feel like it's the best outcome for the problem.
What about the Brotherhood? The Liberty Fine is an absolute need.
Years, but the Brotherhood doesn't care about the little settlements and the wastelands.
That's kind of true, actually. They mainly care about the Institute and technology or some bullshit.
Yeah, but I feel like that's better than listening to Preston talk about marking the settlement on your map for the rest of time.
It's the dark. That's a good. That's bad fight. I had to lose my last one because I found some armor.
I just pulled up a ticket expedition. Yeah, there's some fools on me.
Be careful, Joe. There's still going to be a big mega loser at the end of the video.
What? I just get told that. Why would you think there wouldn't be a big mega loser? Here, let's shoot for a super, right?
I wasn't able to wipe them out, but the problem now is that
Out of family. Yeah. We're looking around for some more. It shouldn't be too hard to find some. Fine. He was down a bullet that thing. Definitely, he just had an ugly beard. Actually, I think I remember that guy in the linear car. Yeah. Oh, still. I made up the best thing to do. That's what's up. I just found the Starlight Drive. Games. No, that place is really finished. You should go and look at the parking lot. Good idea, John. Thanks for the invite. No, I hope so. The captain's fault. Oh, John, there's all that simple. Jesus Christ, Joe just got Wobble Broncos right of the photograph. Oh, you lied. Yeah. And it's worked. Real good for that. Stretching out almost 1,045 hour. That's cool. I just came across a double pool. I'm running away from Ireland to Raiders right now. I'm damn near surrounded. So just cleared up the drive. God damn it, now there's two of you. Since I'm playing ring around the road, you can see pools coming in the show. Who's this? I got a run. Damn, I just wiped out all the console ringers. What about the jet club? What the? Oh, fuck! There's so many enemies on me. So, you just getting up scoped by a blowfly? It's not his fault, Joe. His character's too obese, so he can hardly run. Shut up, John. All right. I was able to take down the death ball without Preston's help. Pathetic, Obama. What's the next move? I think I'm going to go back to Preston's sanctuary. Do some settlement business. Boys, I just keep across the trailers. He's full of fast and explosive. You should run through it, no balls. Yeah, Trump, the Philly big thing full of Joe, but nothing. Shut up, that wasn't my fault. How many hours do you have before this? I have 13 hours on the team, but I played through them. I didn't want the Xbox sitting there. The problem is I'm totally sorry. How did you get to work along the Xbox? I was telling you, I haven't. Joe is abusing his talent. Not as bad as Donald is. Quiet, Obama. No one asked you. All right, gentlemen, I made the talk the 9/11 bridge. I just made some Lexington. I'm still on my way to Cleveland. I hate how big this map is. There's so much more walking. Yeah, but there's definitely a lot to explore. I'm still finding new stuff in this game. Oh, gosh, the Pharaohs just ran up behind us. I just got a radio signal from the government. That's good. What do you guys think of my power? That looks so American. It's fabulous, Obama. Thanks, Donald. Okay, I'm crossing this river into Boston. Getting near the church. Finally arrived in 2 minutes to die. That's cool. I just made it to Lexington. Elton just told me to settle in our help. Then you'll walk it off. You're going to hear a lot of that throughout this year. Honestly, I'm happier doing the today rather than listening to Preston Brady yap about settlements. Did we just call him Preston Brady? Yeah, what's the matter? He's garbage. Preston garbage. Not great. He's back on the field. Donald is munching on his mind right. Shut the hell up. I've been losing weight recently. Yeah, screw you guys. It's true. Donald is gambling. Now, you say you're losing weight, so you're not disgusting. You guys are assholes. You can just fill off all these sparrows. That's true. I just gave Mama Murphy some things. You gave Mama Murphy what? What are you doing, John? I just entered the church. I'm going to go find the railroad. Wonderful. I'm supposed to listen to Boston. I'm almost to Diamond City. Okay, boys. I'm heading towards Oakland Station. They're having a radar problem, so I'm going to go try to help. Damn, but tweaking. That's pretty cool. Dancing, I just like Kid, I just ran out of ammo fighting these kids. Yeah, that's up. I'm going to hide the base and maybe they won't see me down here. There's a guy named Gary here and he's funny too. That's a Fallout 3 moment. Damn, there's some raiders along the path. Boy, Gary about the legendary pulses. Oh, fuck, the finish found me. It's about time John died in one of these videos. For real, I thought he was immortal. It's like, oh, I got cornered. Guys, what do you think of my new hat? Ripped fire, not gonna lie. Okay, I finally found the gosh darn remedy. John, never say gosh darn on this channel ever again. I just slept into a base. We started to get dark in seconds. Bob is really showing how raining right now. It's getting pretty close to Arctic. I got into Diamond City a second ago. I went to find other weapons on our door. What do you think to do with all those weapons? Probably ready to capitalism. Shut the fuck up, John. You look like the one from Fitness First. At least I don't have these films. God, I don't have a John. I sure don't. That's too bad, Johnny. It looks like you're stuck with me until we finish this game together. This is still in there. Why didn't the president build these guys? Bill looks like he does here. Also, Kennedy was loaded as hell. Rock is over here spitting super hot fire. Also, the fans think I'm cooler than you, Donald. I think that's the fans are building.
Franchise continues.